is still going. How annoying. Can I help you, Chewy? You need to pick a side, honey. Well, this is freaking annoying. Hi there, who's in here? Stupid live streams. Hi there, Marcus. YouTube has been trying my life again. You know, considering how long YouTube has been in the game, you'd think they figure stuff like this out. Live streams dropping, craziness. How are you, Marcus? How was your week so far? I was looking for Steph. Where that bitch? First of all, do not call her that. Okay? How dare you? Second of all, she's busy. What are you up to, Marcus? Nobody owes you any money. You've never given her money. Why would she owe you? I'm kicking back and chilling. Very nice. So, everyone, welcome to my live stream. I'm Aunt Marissa. I'm your favorite auntie. I identify as a therapist and I'm giving you free advice. Put your problems or your questions in the chat here, and me and my consultants, Tiny Jesus, will do our best to help you. Tell me where you guys are from, what you do for a living. Feel free to, ask anything. Sorry, the other stream dropped. Pain in my ass. Hi there, Protect and Provide. Hawaii. Wow. Hi there, Hawaii. Perksrin says you look like you're from the 90s. Thank you. Renville, hi there. Marcus says, my problems, I got too many women and not enough time. LOL. Well, Marcus, make more time or have less women. I'm a last responder. Wow. So you're like a superhero or something? Hi, Motion. I'm good, Martian. How are you? That's an interesting name, Martian. Renville says, I'm texting from Jamaica. Do you know how to make beef patties and cocoa bread, Renville? Thank you, Martian. Hi, him. Protect and provide. No superhero, just doing my job. Very nice. My other problem is I need to find a waterbed repair company. Good luck with that. I don't think I've ever seen or heard of such a thing in my life. Hi, Israel Brown. Looking good as always. Thank you. Mustaf says, love you truly. I see you in my dream. You don't know me, honey. You don't love me. I could be a serial killer for all you know. Okay? I could go in your house and eat all the Captain Crunch and you would never know. Robertson, lots of love from Kenya. Thank you, Kenya. Gang activity sends y'all less than what? Get out of here, gang activity, please. Renville says yeah, definitely do. Oh, please share your recipe in my community posts because the only freaking beef patties I find are the frozen ones from the Dollar Tree, and I don't trust those. I know that those frozen beef patties in the Dollar Tree are from like the year 1996 or something. Have you ever been slapped with baby powder? Absolutely not. I would shank someone for such a thing. Hi, Otto. Trisket says, any tips on making marinara? Do not be afraid to season it. Salt is your friend, and a pinch of sugar goes a long way. Marcus says, my other problem is that my Valentine's girlfriend said it. Marcus, I'm not entertaining that. Ariel says, you do not look like a serial killer. You're just beautiful. Thank you. But you don't know that. There's been pretty serial killers. Have you ever seen Lorena Bobbitt? She's gorgeous. Richard says, hello, pretty lady. Hi, Richard. Hi, Lawrence, who says, good evening. Thank you. You're welcome, Trisket. Renville says, Wiki Audio Wiki by Wiki Party. Okay. I just wanted the recipe for the beef patties because the Dollar Tree ones ain't hitting. The Dollar Tree beef patties are not hitting. Okay? They're really not. Disgusting. You know, the other live stream was going so well, and then it dropped, and it still looks like I'm live on another live, which is insane. 0x says, is Trump a doctor or Jesus? I'm confused. Trump is a lunatic. He's neither. He's not a doctor or Jesus. He's an insane man who got power. Somehow a bunch of Riri's voted him in office to be our president. And that's all it is. Who is talking about freaking beef patties? Well, what's his name said, Renville said he's from Jamaica. And so I asked him, do you know how to make beef patties and cocoa bread, and to share his recipe? Brian says you send the message unless it's more Idiocracy references and the others are still waiting for you to come back. I don't know why the other live dropped, but I put it in the chat. Hi, Mr. Deadpool. Brian says, let's get retard Ed in here. I think we already are. Cute. What? Cute toes. You can't see my toes. You guys are a bunch of trolls, I swear. Hi, Tom. Hi, Big Max. How are you? How's your week? You could leave it open. Thank you. Peter, Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail. NZ88 is back. Yeah, buddy must be staying up to see you because it's going to be something crazy in UK right now. What is happening in the UK right now? What did I miss? Big Max says it's been good. How have you been keeping? Hopefully all good. I've been all right, Big Max. I've just been busy. Had a lot going on this week. Al Jones, he says, I'm back. So am I. I'm so annoyed that it shows that I'm live on another stream because I'm not, obviously. Israel Brown says, not sure about her toes, but her eyes are captivating. What's wrong with my toes? Was Chewy on all fours and politely asking to shut the door? He was trying to come in and move the door with his butt. Guess what? The big arch burger from McDonald's ain't that bad. Big Mac says, love to hear it. Keep him busy making moves. That's right, Big Max. That's right. So everyone, make sure if you haven't, you give my live a thumbs up, please. It helps the algorithm to get more people in here. When I get to 50 thumbs up, we will start improv, acting, or karaoke. You guys decide. And don't forget to shop today's live stream sponsor, Soul Gorilla. They got unisex snapbacks, real ones only. You can see the detail. It's so nice. The little Soul Gorilla logo. Snapback so you can adjust them for however big or small your head is. Clearly mine needs to be adjusted, but I don't want to flatten my hair. I don't want to flatten my hair. And then we got the blue and whites and the black, red, and golds. They're unisex. Let's read the letter. I didn't even read the letter. Titi, my favorite Dia, let's cook. I need some males rocking these. Any good-looking people or content, even just photos of the hat. My goal is to just have visuals and sales. Love always, B-Boy. So I mentioned this in my last stream, but the stream got cut. This is the same brand who did those 2 in the shirt shirts with the girls on them, the models and stuff. I used to work with them. I was one of their models, and I worked for the app. And now they got a hat company. So I would never have a bunion. Disgusting. Thank you. Hi, Martin. Hi, Saad Khan. I do remember you. Thank you, Desmond. Hi, Boeing. I had chicken Big Mac, and yeah, I didn't think it'd be good. Hi, Brandon Stevens. You sound like Harley Quinn's. Thank you. There's nothing wrong with your toes. Thank you. I'll wear the baseball cap, but what do I get for doing it? Well, he said a handsome young man. So I guess I'm casting models. Thank you, In the Life Draw. Hi, Kevin Little. Hi, 428 Growers. My toes were showing, but you guys can't see them no more. You're trolling my toes. I'm hella handsome. Maybe you are, but I'm not sending you nothing. I'd never troll toes. Wow, 428, so you're a feety? You're one of those feet guys? You go live every day? I try to go live Monday through Friday and sometimes Saturday at 3 o'clock. Chewy, what do you got going on? Chewy, what are you doing? Do I need a foot massage? No. By the way, I don't have super chats yet, but I have put my Cash App in the comments there. It's pinned. It's also in my bio. If you note your email address with your donation, I'm going to send you a photo, a free trial to Patreon where you can enjoy over 500 pieces of content, and you'll get a shout out. I'm a pro, I bet. Send me the hat. I'm not sending you the hat, Marcus. The toes, no. What am I drinking? Sardcon asks. I'm drinking some green tea and some positive tea, available in my Amazon store. Hi, still me. How are you? I have one in the bio, 428 growers. What about your phone number? No. So Gorilla. Can someone screenshot this? Did you get it? 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 Okay. Thank you. Make sure you post that in community post. Hi, Musa. I'm good. How are you, Musa? Brian says, if your feet look like Frodo Baggins' feet, then I'll never have to worry. You'll never have to worry about me romantically. I don't know who Frodo Baggins is and what his feet look like. But yeah. Ariel says, your hair, it looks wonderful. Thank you. Oh, I love your hair. It looks wonderful. Thank you. What do you have for me today, baby? Can you give me phone number? No. Send me money, Musa. You're talking too much. I'm baked eating good beef jerky. Yum! I love beef jerky. You can get the hat at soulgorilla.co. I will put the link in the description after the stream. Hi, Ansley. Hi, Abdul. You know damn well you're a baddie. Thank you. I like the blue one and the blue and white one. Me too. You don't know who Frodo Baggins is? Whoa. Wowza. I love your earrings. Thank you. I don't have a foot fetish, but I would love to wash your feet. Well, I wouldn't love to wash anyone's feet, but I know that that's what I have to do if I want to be a follower of the Lord. You know? He's like, I washed your feet so that you can wash each other's feet. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that, but I guess. Cool outfit as always. Thank you, Saad Khan. I'm wearing my favorite Walter Mercado t-shirt. Brian says he's a little guy from Lord of the Rings, not Schmeagol with the hunchback. Never watched Lord of the Rings. Survivor says your hairstyle looks fun. Thank you, it is. It's Betty Boo and Halle Berry from the Flintstones. Ebony says, my grandfather found the luggage carousel at the airport today, but he is slowly coming around. That's a good one. Hi, Vanessa. Brian says, do we have to trim the corns first? What? Who is washing feet, Jesus? Brian says she never watched Lord of the Rings. Unreal. Never. Brooklyn 428. I guess that's like me never watching wrestling in a way. Fair enough. Doesn't matter if you watch wrestling or not to me. I love your shirt. Thank you, Captain Teach. Bunch of little freaks. Yeah. Hi, Julian Sanchez. You don't love me. You don't know me. Okay. And I never said I love you. So you saying I love you too is delusion. You're having a conversation with yourself. Anyway, Stephanie has pretty feet. Wouldn't know. Neither would you. Brian says, well, I'm not going to understand most of your content since you're so heavily into the professional wrestling industry. Well, some of my content, yes. But I just do recaps. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing insane. Reminder. Go watch my award-winning documentary, The Diaz. If you guys want to learn more about my divorce woes, from leaving a man who turns into a woman like a pumpkin at midnight. Oh my gosh. Crazy stuff. And then you have to go watch the award-winning documentary, The Diaz. Every episode is on Patreon, but I gave you guys the first couple seasons free here on YouTube. But make sure you join the Patreon and join Hennessy's OnlyFans. Yes, she has one. Very unhinged. Okay. If you donate to the Cash App and you note your email address, you'll get a free trial to Patreon. You'll get an exclusive photo and a shout out. Hi, Kong Rodriguez. Hi, Antonio. Ariel says, why is some people asking for your phone number? They shouldn't ask that. They should stop flirting with you. Because they're delusional. Marcus says, how do you know if I know Stephanie Dia? Because she tells me everything. 420. It was 420. How was your 420? My 420 was all right. I didn't get too fried. It wasn't as spectacular as I hoped, but it was just WrestleMania weekend. And we had to get, things in order, content filmed and edited. So it was a busy day on 420. Normally, I don't do nothing but get fried and eat all day on 420, but I had to be productive. I had things to do. Let's go to the new MJ movie this weekend. You go to the MJ movie and have a fabulous time and tell us all about it. There's nothing wrong with her fee. If she wanted to go viral, she'd do a live stream inspecting them. Then she'd probably be getting like $50 cash apps from people like Marcus DFSMeo. This is a good idea, Brian Jefferson. I should inspect my fee on a live stream and see if I get $50 donations. Hi, Yunsen. Yunus. I don't know how to say your name, honey. I would never smoke a blunt or anything ever. Need to stay sharp. I don't. Sodcon says, what is your name? Sodcon, you've been to like every live stream, and I feel like I have this exact same conversation with you. Marisa. Whatever, I'm taking Steph to the MJ movie anyway. You can't force her to go to the movies with you. Psychopath. It's true, Captain Teach, It's like I get making small talk, but really, every live stream, where are you from? What's your name? Get out of here. Samai says, is that your real hair? It is. Very real. Very real, very perfect. Boop, boopy doo whoop. Make sure you give my live stream a thumbs up. When we get to 50 likes, we're going to do improv acting or karaoke. Looks so unreal. Thank you. Brian says you can't be forcing women into things. You'll catch a charge or worse. Brothers of murderous exes. Saad Khan says, but I'd never asked your name. You have, Saad Khan. It's Marisa. Welcome back. I'm just going to remove that comment because I don't know if it's YouTube is glitching or if it's some of the comments that make my lives drop. You'll never know how much I care. Da 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 da. If you had a cat, maybe you'd have 9 lives. A cat? I've had cats before. I had a cat. His name was Fat. He looked like Garfield. And he had a job at CVS. He would go to there was a CVS just literally, my apartment building was here in the Bronx and the CVS was around the corner. He'd go into the CVS, the little lobby walk-in area, and just lay there all day in the AC greeting everybody. He was a greeter at CVS. I'm not showing feet, not for free. Brian Jefferson brings up a good point. Captain Cheat says, you do got comedy skills. I be over here dying. Thank you. Marcus says cats are not pets. They are pets. If a dusty boyfriend, you know, you have a dusty boyfriend, he's also a pet, then so is a cat. Oma says, hi, beautiful. Hi there, Oma. Brian says, cats teach you about relationships because they're standoffish and finicky. They're just like partners. See? Mikey says, my sister's in controlling abusive marriage with 2 kids. Her husband hits her, but when I try to get involved, I'm the bad guy. What should I do? Oh, honey, that's really sad. But if she's choosing to stay with that man, that's her problem. You cannot force her. I mean, she might be scared. She might be scared to leave, but if she's not making the choice, you can't force her to. I got family like that too. Dumb. Hi, Dios. Hi, Wizzy. Show the guys your fee, at least the pinky toe. No, start donating to Cash App. Send money to Cash App. It's pinned there. And you'll get a photo, plus a shout out and a free trial to Patreon. Hi, Martin Hampson. Hi, Pooh. Marcus says, I tried, guys. Sorry. The nail is usually barely even there. Whose nail is not there? Ew. OT says, what do you think about Obafemi? He's where I'm from. Oh, I love Obafemi. I'm very glad that he beat Brock Lesnar. I wasn't expecting him to retire Brock Lesnar. But Obafemi is amazing. He's got one of the funnest entrances currently. With his boom, boom, oh, boom, boom, oh, boom, boom. I love that. You know, he's like 8 feet tall or whatever, 400 pounds. He is like the juggernaut. Nobody cares about wrestling. Then why are they asking me about it, Marcus? Brian says age retired Brock Lesnar. He used to actually wrestle in college and was decent. Obafemi retired Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania this weekend. I don't know what the hell that says. Ariel says, I might be the followers are dropping because I know they could be trolls. I'm trying to reach out on YouTube to take it down. I've seen it. I don't know. It's very annoying. Sal, does anyone have a question or need advice on anything? I do identify as a therapist, and I am here to give you free advice. So feel free to ask a question. If there's a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the tunes while the DJ revolves it. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Last message, need advice. Oh, about your sister, honey. You can't force her to leave a guy. I saw about your sister. I have family like that too. I got a cousin like that. She's in a horrible relationship with the worst guy. And on top of that, he let himself go. You know? Not only are you a POS, but now you let yourself go. Ugh. And she just won't get out of it. She just won't, you know? It's like, I don't know if she's scared or what, but maybe you guys should talk to him as a family. You want me to call Big Tony? I gave her 10 grand to leave and no good. What? What did she do with that money? Wrestling is like women. I'll start the convo. I don't get that. Why don't you like him? Like who? Ice, Tiny Jesus. I gave her 10 grand. Gave it back. Oh, she gave it back. Scared of what? Her abusive husband. That's what she's scared of, Brian. Her abusive husband. He said he literally puts his hands on her. When is my Tiny Jesus going to get a makeover? Come, excuse me, how dare you? This is signature. This is signature of Jesus. There's no makeovers. If we put Jesus in a Yeezy shirt and some sweatpants, you don't look like Jesus no more. Literally, I comment about what you say. So if I'm saying something that seems like it's without context, it's about what you literally just said a moment earlier most of the time. It's like she's brainwashed. She might be. She might be brainwashed, Mikey. You need to talk. You need to talk to her. What about the kids? She got kids. What do the kids say? Hi, Karash. Captain Chi says you don't get that wrestling is chaotic. It's definitely chaotic, but I don't get how wrestling is like women. I'll start the convo. I don't get that. Jesus, exactly, Brian Jefferson. Send money, Dosed. Send money to the Cash App that's pinned. OT says, how dare you lie in front of Tiny Jesus? 10 grand. I'm not lying. I didn't say 10 grand. Mikey did. Prod says, I have lean blood. I don't even know what that means, and I'm going to mute you because what the hell are you even talking about? Tiny Jesus flip-flops and that hairstyle's over, not in fashion, bro. Captain teaches women are chaotic. So are men. People are chaotic. Jefferson says, other phone went dead. I'm back. Oh, hi there. Diaz, send money to my Cash App. Pinned in the comments. Diost. Mikey says kids are young, maybe that's why she won't leave. But you should talk to the kids. They're your nephews or nieces too, you know? As somebody who grew up in a home that was very abusive and toxic, the kids might tell you more than what you need, that what you think you know. They, you know, they people think that the kids are just in their own bubble. Kids notice everything, and they are sponges, and they absorb it. She said at 50, you get feet, apparently. The reason why I like Steph is because she's very calm and non-chaotic. Stephanie is not calm. No one cares. Get out of here with that, Giovanni. Brian says, wait, you used to be a social worker or dual identity as one alongside a therapist? Never a social worker. I identify as a therapist because I've helped a lot of people, being a favorite auntie and whatnot. And yeah, I've never been a social worker, nothing like that. Just very involved in everyone's business. Make sure you're giving my stream a thumbs up. Very nosy. I mean, kind of nosy. Brian says, I only watch DT, never this Stephanie person because of her chaotic, toxic nature she supposedly has, according to DT. Captain G says, I would be honored to be the father of your first kid. Gross. Hi, get it with Reese. I don't even know how you could see them to say that. So, that's a reach, in my opinion. Hi, the Pepper Plug. Bryce's betrayal, she trusted you, and now look, you're perving like big meats or whatever. I don't even understand what is being said. I'm literally confused. No problem, Mikey. I hope it works out. Definitely talk to those kids, though. Trust me. Ahura says, what's up, gangsta? What up, Ahura? I like your name. Get It With Reese says, I'm a huge fan of you. You're the prettiest woman on YouTube. Stop. Get It With Reese. Pepper Plug says, always makes me laugh. Thank you. I know, Captain Teach. I know what JK means. Staying off the grid. Hello, fellow comedian. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Hi there, staying off the grid. Odie says, I just stumbled on your stream and just want to say you're so fine. Have a great. Thank you, Odie. Big Besta. It's something. Speaking of that, I found a new Philly cheesesteak spot. Fantastic. Oh, there's a good spot in LA called Booze. I don't know if they're still open, but they got some authentic, good Philly cheesesteak. Hi, DGD Fresh. You remind me of the old days, ma'am. I guess. Ahura is an ancient god's name. Oh, no, no, no. No, that's chopped cheese. Do not tell her that she is fine. Marcus, you don't have to tell me. I know what I am. I'm stunning. The favor of the Lord is upon me, and it makes me glow. It's not the only thing that's chopped, am I right? What's the name of the place? Booze. Boos. Navid says, can you show your feet? Can you send money to Cash App? Brian says, meaning she has a stun gun in her purse. Oh, I do have a stun gun. It doesn't look like a stun gun. You wouldn't know what it is. It looks like a little hairbrush. No, I have not heard of him, Ahura. Hi, Irie. Stunning on site when you start with the pervin. Exactly. Ariel says, why are some people bringing up drama and toxic relationships? See, they shouldn't. They should keep it to themselves. But it's never good to talk trash about women. I don't know who's talking trash about women here. Marcus says, boss, okay, I'll check it out. Big Beater says, I'm back, decided to just keep drinking. Mama didn't raise a quitter, even though she raised 2 kids with borderline personality disorder. That's a good time. Marcus says, you don't have a stun gun. I sure do. I got one that looks like a phone and one that looks like a hairbrush. Captain, she says, wow, you only make me more attracted to you with your feisty comebacks. My goodness. Brian says that's when she's really roasting you. Where are you from, Queen? From Brooklyn, New York, but now I live in Los Angeles, and my ethnicity is Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Thank you, thank you. Yes, with the stun gun. So, everyone, I want to know an interesting fact about you. Tell me an interesting fact about you. Send money to Cash App, Hyrie. It'll smell like delicious roast beef in there. An interesting fact. Yes, Marcus. Hi there. Welcome to my stream, everyone. I'm Aunt Marisa. I identify as a therapist, and I'm here to give you free advice. We are currently discussing interesting facts about us. Hiari DePaula, if you send me money to Cash App, I will. Because that's just how stunning she is. Thank you. Amazda says, I hear Notorious Biggie saying Brooklyn. Big Beater says, I was held my breath for 4 minutes. Would have been longer if my stepdad didn't get overpowered. Drip says, hi, I like your style. Thank you. Skater Boy says, love the 60s hairstyle. Thank you. Cody says, I miss having a girlfriend so I can smell her hair perfume on my pillows while I sleep. Okay. Big Beater, yes. Any more interesting facts you guys want to share about yourself? An interesting fact about me is that I'm an empath. I get really sad when people are sad. Like, I can't help but feel like sad for them. Even if I don't know them, even if I don't like them. I bet you smell good. That's right. Let's see, what's another one? But also at the same time, while I am empathetic, I'm also a queen bee. And I can just like literally, like, my not giving a F capability is really strong. I can cut someone off like this, never look back, not care, whatever, no what ifs, I wonder, nothing. Nothing. You sound like a Leo. I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer. ZPM, send me a tip to Cash App. Thank you. Captain T says, interesting fact about me, I feel energy and protect in my energy too. That's right, Captain Teach. Brian Jefferson, not giving enough seems like the total opposite of empath. Exactly. Cody says, I'm a Pisces. Skater Boy says, I'm a Pisces. Oh. Azada says, your origin is Latin America. Puerto Rican and Guatemalan, but from Brooklyn, New York. I know what you mean, Captain Teach. And you're right, Brian. It is the opposite of being an empath. Interesting fact about me, my whole family came to this area due to Argonne National Laboratory. What does that mean? I will gift you whatever you say, goddess. Okay, go ahead. Send money to Cash App, $50. I'm Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. Very nice, Big Beta. Cody said you smell good. I don't know how he would know. I hear that Brooklyn accent. That's right, Skater Boy. No, I'm not going to say that, Mr. Dixon, loser. I get told I'm a sensitive person, but honestly, I can feel. Hi, M. Hills. Hi, Lori. It's a government lab in Chicago. Really? So, like, some Stranger Things stuff? Do you have powers? Did you get powers from living next to a lab? I got a size 5 feet. Size 5. Cancers know as Pisces in back of their minds. Dexter's Laboratory. Good one, Cody. I bet you do, ZP. Hi, El Papacito. Can you say hi to Albert? Hi, Albert. Hi there, Albert. Mark says, yo, the feet freaks are in the house. They're not that feet freaky because no one's sending money to see them. Cody says, did you like the TV show The Powerpuff Girls? I did. I really enjoyed him. What was he, like a lobster drag queen? What was that? You sound like you have some Virgo in you. I don't know. I'm a Cancer, July 7th, 7 a.m. Ariel says, I've seen some other guys on here talking trash about women. I don't know if you saw, but I did though. What's new, Ariel? I'm used to it, honey. They come in here, they drag me, they insult me, and they don't leave, and they fall in love with me within the same stream. Every day. Every day this happens. Captain teaches, what's your worst flaw about yourself? Mine is I could get into my shell. My worst flaw about myself. I'm very unapologetic, and sometimes it's too, like, I guess I don't care about the consequences or like who it affects in a way. Because to me, it's like, this is my business. This is what I'm doing. It's my choice. Why do you, like, why would I care to not do what something I want to do because it upsets other people? Other people don't, like, that's always been me, even like since I was a little girl. I tried to sell foot pics, but people were just sending me money to wash them. Good for you. If he's a Virgo, then he was being. I don't know about that. No one's gonna fart for you, Chris. Get the hell out of here. Guys, send some money to Cynthia's perfect feet and her amazing pinky toes. I fell in love instantly. Hi, Drop. Thank you. Joseph says, don't let anyone ruin your day. You're better than that. Oh, nobody's ruining my day, honey. I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day. I thrive off the trolls. I thrive with the trolls. They're not talents, they're perfect feet. It's crazy. It's true. They are perfect. Used to be that I believed in something. Used to be that I believed in love. It's been a long time since I've had that feeling. Karaoke. What song do you want me to sing, Brian? Perfect New York Feet. Wow, ZP. Perfect New York Feet is crazy. Wait, TT's in love now. Please just lip sync it. Shut up, Marcus. They love when I sing. Big Beta says, people say my feet have character, but the characters are from Lord of the Rings. Wow, Big Beta, that's funny. That's a high bar. New York City's supposed to have the best almost everything. Hobbit feet. Oh, no. Yeah, that's Big Beta's feet. Yeah, Marcus, shut up. No one's showing you those, Drac. Get out of here. Loser. Loser, boozer, losing and boozing, losing and boozing. When is Steph coming back? She usually streams on Saturday. Hi, Godfrey. Brian says, DT, please take a moment online to search Frodo Baggins' feet. All right, let's do it now. Frodo Baggins' feet. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a man's foot? Why does he have Sasquatch feet? Even Chewy's upset at these feet. Chewy, you didn't even look at them. Chewy, come look at this. Come here. That is awful. How are his feet that hairy and the rest of him isn't? I don't like how I'm looking at a photo of this man. Okay. His feet look like Timberlands covered in hair, and the rest of him isn't hairy. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. No, these feet are gross. They look like a science experiment. That is awful. These feet were lab grown, clearly. These are lab grown feet. I can't. If I had feet like that, I would. There's probably is some weirdo who would love it. There's probably a weirdo out there. If I had big, fluffy feet like Frodo Baggins, whoever this guy is, they'd love it. Frodo have 6.5 feet. Yeah, you might be a foot freak. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Bye, Betrayed by Sins. Thank you for stopping in. You don't like hairy feet? No, I don't like feet at all. The only feet I like are Chewy's. Chewy! Speaking of, come here, Choo-Choo. Come here, my little angel. Let's show them your toe beans. Toe beans, toe beans, toe beans, toe beans. Those are the only little feet I like. My son's. Queen, what have you? I don't know what that means, Drapicore. Chewy literally has hairy feet though, and they're adorable, but he's a dog. That is it, right? Trolls are nothing. Exactly. The extended, like, wow, you have amazing skin. Thank you, Victor. Let's show them your feet again. Look at their little toe beans. How cute. How cute. What the hell is this? Somebody did. Okay, we're going to play this real quick. A little joke because of your video. What video? Brian says, guys, I just want a PSA really quick. Complimenting skin and smells is very Hannibal Lecter, especially when you haven't smelled me. But you look good. Thank you, Victor. So Michael Jackson, this is obviously AI, is singing CM Punk's entrance. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. I know your danger, I know your dream. I've been everything you want to be. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. Like Mussolini and Kennedy, I'm the cult of personality. The cult of personality. The cult of personality. Neon lights, a Nobel Prize when a mirror speaks, your reflection lies. You won't have to follow me. Oh. Okay, well, that was interesting. Thank you, Jeffrey Clark. Hi, Priyan. It is AI, Victor. That was written in on my birth year. What was? CM Punk song? Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. That doesn't sound like MJ. Yeah, it's AI. Wow, 87. I don't think that's accurate though, Brian. CM Punk wasn't wrestling in 87. That debuted in 2006. I am Latina, I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Do you want to eat ice cream with me? No. You're fact checking me. Yeah, because I was like, wait a minute. No. Partridge Family, I think. He couldn't be more wrong. It was released July 14th, but written, and I'm looking at it now on Wikipedia. CM Punk's song? Absolutely not. Hi, Jason Bender. Shalom, Hollywood, California. I'm not making fun. Well, I tell you, you look like Roseanne Barr, the comedian. Oh, honey, she wishes. You're doing no such thing, Marcus. Hi, Nula. You broke my heart, babe. I don't know you. How did I break your heart? I literally have no idea who you are. Ariel says, that is disgusting. I would never see hairy feet. They shouldn't put them on there. It's going to make other people puke. Gawari says, are you single? You'd be the perfect wife. Perfect for my wife. Yeah, I'm very happily divorced and uninterested. Thank you. Thank you. By the way, all you weird feet guys, send money to Cash App. Anybody who donates to my Cash App and notes their email address is getting a photo, a free trial to my Patreon, where you will enjoy over 500 pieces of content, stand-up vlogs, my first live performance. My niece Hennessy and her best friend Betsy Sue got a talk show called Two Girls, One Trailer. It's too unhinged for YouTube and social media, so it's on Patreon. Photo sets, every episode of my award-winning documentary, The Diaz. This morning I cut my eyebrows too thin. I hate when that happens, Valentina. If Kim K had hairy feet, I'd still do it. Sure you would. I'm the cult of personality. The cult of personality. Holden, how may one acquire such an astonishing hairpiece? Well, it's not a hairpiece, but go to your hair salon and tell them, hey, can you make me look like Betty Boo and Halle Berry when she was in the Flintstones, had a baby? By the way, my live stream is sponsored today by Soul Gorilla. Soul Gorilla offers unisex snapbacks, meaning they are adjustable, see here, and different sizes, different colors. I don't want to flatten my hair. I look like Benny Blanco from The Sandlot. I look like Benny Blanco from the freaking Sandlot. Yeah, we're not going to mess up this hair, but they got really good quality stuff. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good stuff. Okay, real ones only. And you got the blue and the white. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that engraving. Look at the stitching, honey. Perfection. Real ones only, another one. That's right. That's right. And I will have the link in the description. But they got a bunch of tons of cute hats. Way more than those. Those were just the three I really liked. Thank you, Alden. Let's go how much she stuns others. Hi, Red Paper. I'm not going to mess up my hair. You know it. No one's putting the cap on. I'm picking up my drawer from the floor. Oh, I need this cap. Yes. Hi, Addie TV. No, it's perfect hair. Brian says electricity can sometimes affect the central nervous system and cause involuntary reactions. Serben says new subscriber. God bless. Thank you, Serben. Welcome. Yeah, accent sounds like Fran Fine. I get that all the time, Eddie. It is a Brooklyn accent, you know? So, everyone, let's see. Oh, I got a donation. Thank you, Joven. Thank you, Michelle. Mr. J. Mr. Sheffield. I'm not that bad. He spelled it with an I instead of an E. Joven. Hope you're having a good day. I am, Red Paper. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a few days. How's it going? Mr. J is Harley Quinn. Oh. You know, I've never seen those movies. The new Batman. I haven't seen none of them. I was like, well, you can't get a better Joker than Heath Ledger. What's the point? And I just haven't given it a chance. As you can see, I'm not easily persuaded. Never saw Lord of the Rings. The first time I saw The Matrix was during the pandemic. Like, I'm just not. I'm not influenced easily. Mr. J's the joker. Harley Quinn says it when it's what he needs. I see. So what's for dinner? I need dinner ideas. I had spaghetti squash last night and the night before. So I want something fat today. Hi, JB. You look like a golden girl. Thank you for being a friend. Whoa. Travel down the road and back again. Said we started from the bottom, now we're here, baby. Oh, yeah. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew. That's right. Sushi. Are you serious? You didn't see The Matrix when it first came out? Nope. I saw it during the pandemic. I love sushi. Pasta, nachos. But you are so pop culture aware from the 90s. Not everything, I guess, you know. What did you think about The Matrix rated? I give it a 6. You know, it's about some lunatic walking around in a trench coat trying to sell you drugs. Like the lesson, the moral of the story is don't take pills from randos in trench coats. Why would he have done that? If I came up to you in the street, or if anyone came up to you in the street and they had a red and blue pill and a leather trench coat, you're gonna take one of those pills? That's what he gets. That's what I think. It's true, JB. Sushi for better. Okay, I see. You missed the whole premise of The Matrix. That's what I got. Just some guy dealing drugs. Typical. It's my favorite movie, really. My favorite movie ever. It would probably be, it's gotta either be, I don't know. I like too many. 74 says, how old are you? Between 20 and 70 years old. Closer to 20. No one cares about how many inches you got. How big is your wallet, loser? Get out of here. Brian says, I'm thinking about it. Her assessment is valid. Thank you, Brian Jefferson. I think it's valid. I think it's valid too. If he never took the drugs, there would be no Matrix. So it's like, was there a Matrix or was he just tripping? He has the George Costanza wallet. Yeah. I don't know what the hell that means, Dracapor. Business cards and receipts. 1-1 pop. Did you know Terminator and The Matrix was connected and written by a black woman? The Terminator is connected to The Matrix? Now I know the Terminator. Skynet is taking over as we speak. As we speak, Skynet is taking over. You guys think it's a game. All right? They already got bimbo robots that guys can put their pickle in. What's next? He was tripping. He was. It was the whole movie was just a big trip. My favorite movies are Maxine, Pulp Fiction, and Kill Bill. Hi, Brian Hudson. Marcus says, so are you saying that the Matrix movie was about a guy's acid trip? Pretty much. Whatever kind of pill he took. He was tripping. If he didn't pop that pill, the movie wouldn't have started and we wouldn't have known what happened. He wouldn't be tripping. The Matrix is not real. Was John Carter grown? Neo, was John Carter grown up? You're lying. Hold on. This sounds like fan fiction stuff. Was Neo from The Matrix John Carter from The Terminator? No. Neo from The Matrix is not John Carter from The Terminator. Neo, played by Keanu Reeves, and the characters from The Terminator are often mistaken or conflicted in fan theories or the series 888. They're distinct characters from different officially unrelated film franchises. However, there is a theory, the Sophia Stewart theory. Author of the manuscript The Third Eye claims that the Terminator and the Matrix are part of the same story, arguing that her work was stolen to create both franchises. Oh no, she just wants more money. She's full of it. Trippin'. Love how she says that. It's true, trippin'. Hi, Brian Hudson. How you been? Neo was Thomas Anderson. Love the Drake remix. John Connor. Best take on the Matrix. Is am I lying, Big Beta? She's some guy who took a trip. Nah, she really wrote the screenplays. Well, she didn't write both of them. They're different. Let's see. Typical. It's true, typical. Typical loser boozer out here in the streets. Some rando comes up to you, want to get high? Sure, because my life sucks. I'll pop a pill and see what happens. And boom, that's how the Matrix became. Big Beta, I've never parsed that out because she always says Big Beta. Where are you from, honey? Hi, Brian. You know I'm from Brooklyn, but I live in Los Angeles and I'm Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Thank you to everyone who donated. If you haven't donated yet and you're going to, make sure you note your email address because I'm going to send you a photo and a free trial to Patreon. And I'm going to give you a shout out. My shout outs go up on the weekends. Please try stand up on day. What do you mean? I do stand up, honey. I do stand up. And you talking like, what are you talking about, JJ? Send me your freaking phone number, else. Nobody wants you to have the number, Marcus. I do, JB. That's right. Go to my Patreon where you will enjoy stand-up vlogs, my first live performance, sketches, characters, talk shows, podcasts, photo sets. You can message me there, live streams, reactions. My auntie called me what she likes. He's tripping. He must be tripping. I think so. Hi, Santino. Jay is tripping. Be more feminine. Be richer, loser. Telling a woman to be more feminine is like a woman telling a man to make more money. Go make more money. Here, is this more feminine? Oh, I'm putting on lip gloss. I'm wearing pink. Oh, I'll talk like Marilyn Monroe. Does this make me more feminine? Besides the fact that I have a vagina, I'm an actual woman. Does this make me more feminine? Loser, get out of here. Fucking loser. That's right, JB. Oh my, I'm a woman. I gotta wear pink. And, I want to pretend to be more feminine, whatever that means. You could have been one of those 90s phone line people. Oh my gosh. You know, I did a comedy skit like that once. It's always, you want to talk to hot local babes? Hey, Lindsay, do you want to talk to hot local babes? There's hot local babes in your area waiting for you to call them locally. Hi, Maud. Marcus says technically we don't really know if you have a JJ. Prove it, Thea. Oh my goodness, gross. I can see what they were talking about. That was something. What was something? Hi, Tyrone. You a trailer park lady? That's my niece, Hennessy. That's my niece, honey. She's the trailer trash. I'm a little classier. I'm not gonna dance at the Coochie Corral or wherever she works. I would never. That's my niece. Have you subscribed to her fan site? Hi, Zaid. Hennessy got an OnlyFans now, you guys. The economy, you know? Go join it in the bio. JB says, fart and say excuse me in your feminine voice. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I farted. Because girls do that too, unless it's not okay. Here, I'll suck it back in. Now, is that more feminine? Thank you, Bowen. Classiest. That's right, Big Beta. You go too far, like you got to at least leave something to the imagination. It's complete fantasy, but at least make it fun for the other person. Brian Jefferson says to Marcus, yeah. She's your cousin. She's my niece, Tyrone. That's right, JB. All fake lady, even the voice. Mine Heart says, I don't know what that means. You could be voiceover actress for cartoons, seriously. Send them my way. Boeing says, your feminine voice sounds less feminine somehow, you see. Marcus says, I heard that there's a new club in Los Angeles called the Sleazy Beaver. Coochie Corral closed down. For the sake of marketing, they had to change the name. It's still the Coochie Corral. She's really something, ain't she, chat? Hi, John Anthony. Is so quiet. What kind of man can handle you? Apparently none, because my last husband turns into a woman. Hi, Rada. Thank you, Zayi. Big Beta says, to be honest, I was a fan of the fake fart and Monroe voice. I think I just unlocked a new level. All right. All fake how she has no BBL, no Fox tetas. What part is fake? He's just jealous like the ex-husband. Typical man. Sees a woman getting attention without trying and he's jealous, so he's got to bring her down because he would never let his girlfriend do something like this. My girlfriend would never do something like that. That's why I'm not your girlfriend, loser. A man thinks that being like, oh, I wouldn't let my girl, you wouldn't let what do who? You wouldn't let who do what? I'm Latina. You can't control me. All right. I'm not for everyone. She does not have a BBL. That's what he was saying, Marcus. Jealous trolls. Exactly, John Anthony. JB says, haha, you for real transition? Yes, JB. You should go watch the award-winning documentary, The Diaz, on my page here. Every episode is on Patreon, but I gave you guys a few good episodes. Basically, the first 2 seasons are here on YouTube, where you watch what happens when a gorgeous woman, me, gets divorced from a man who turns into a woman the same time her cousin goes through the same thing. Then we moved in together. It's a whole thing. I can definitely control a Latina. Marcus, that sounds like creepy though. Philip says, I also like your hair. Thank you. Big Beta says, I'd let anyone do anything. I've got self-esteem issues. You'd be perfect for a Latina. Brian says, if you donate, she gives you the access login credentials. That's right. Boeing says, I'm walking here. Who wants coffee? I would love a matcha, actually. I'm a little tired. It's true. Anyway, make sure you guys go to the link in my bio and join the Patreon. Follow my socials. Follow my Snap, Instagram, X, Threads, TikTok. I'm everywhere. I got merchandise. I got a stand store. All kinds of stuff. Check it out. Just like anyone hungry is peckish. You don't drink coffee anymore? I don't. I drink tea now. I'm better than everybody. I switched from coffee to tea months ago. It's how I've lost most of my weight because I can't drink black coffee like a sociopath. I got to put all the fat creamers in there. I was drinking coffee with Cinnabon creamer. Of course, I gained 40 pounds. Hi, Derek. JB says, is that a New York or Latina? And it is a Brooklyn accent, JB. Brooklyn, Latina, a mix of both. That's delicious, though. But it's fat, very sugary. I had the same one, the Cinnabon creamer. Oh, Boeing, it's delicious. Don't get me wrong, but it's very bad for you. It's like starting your day off basically with a milkshake. Big Beta says, come to the UK. We drink tea every 40 minutes. I drink tea all day. There's tea in here right now. Hi, Steve Truth. How are you? Hi, Imad. Gregory says, greetings from Marseille, France. Hi, France. How you doing? So does anyone else have questions or need advice or got a problem or anything for me and my tiny consultants, Tiny Jesus, here to help with? Marcus says, Tia, does your milkshake bring all the guys to the yard? Apparently, it brings all the YNs to the comments section, that's for sure. Brian says, you're from the UK too, Big Beta. You're like, yeah, buddy. Yeah, where did yeah, buddy go? You know, the other live dropped and then he didn't come back. That's okay. Have any of you had these spicy bowls? Anybody tried one of these spicy bowl things? Is it worth it? JB says you still smoking the ganja. Of course, it was 420. My 420 wasn't the most eventful. Usually I make a day of my 420. Literally, like get the weed, the snacks, order the food, plan the shows, the activities, you know, but this 420 was right after WrestleMania, so I had to record and edit and record and edit and do a lot of things. Gregory says you're sublime. Thank you. Brian says that's an improvement, Marcus. Spicy bowls, Marcus. A bowl. Ian Cass says, are you letting a guy suck them toes on the first date or not? The fact that you're asking me that and you haven't sent money should be your answer. Where are your spicy corn nuts? Oh, I haven't had those in a while. I haven't been able to find the ones I like. Just like plain. I don't want plain corn nuts. Brian says poke bowls are only good when you're hungry and if you're really going to a genuine place like Aloha Poke. Oh, they have Aloha Poke in California. Very good. I don't understand English. Spicy bowl though. Apparently it's like a bowl where like you get like pickled sausage and jalapeno and banana peppers and pickled eggs. I think onions. It looks good. What are your favorite kind of nuts, Tia? The elote ones. The elote flavor. I tried the spicy pickle one. Those were all right too. But I like the elote. Oh, look. Cardi B made a spicy bowl. Let's see what she put in hers. Okay, 2 pickled sausages. Red pepper. She's cutting up some pickles, adding some of the brine in there. Couple pickled jalapenos. See it. Banana peppers, pepperoncinis. Okay, a little bit of that juice. More seasoning. It's a lot of seasoning. I feel like this is going to be salty. Boiled egg. The final product looks a mess. But let's see. I don't know. I feel like it could be better. That sounds terrible, says Big Beta. Pistachio, cashew, walnuts in moderation. Dear, I know your favorite kind of nuts are these nuts. Oh my goodness. George says, Christina, is that you? Who the hell? She's going deep into thought about this. I am. It looked good. Big Beta says, you'd poop your insides out. You'd be a costume of a person after that. Yeah, maybe it helped me lose this final little gut I want to lose. Like a detox, you know? I'm just saying, it's not given what it should. Now she's grabbing the fupa. Fupa troopa. Mm-mm. Ever since you mentioned Garfield, I've been considering types of lasagna, Alfredo, meat sauce, marinara. JB says, how much is this subscription? What do you mean? If you donate to my Cash App, I'm going to send you a free trial to my Patreon. Otherwise, you can just subscribe in the bio. I don't have super chats yet, so that's why I got my Cash App. But I'm getting close, you guys. I'm getting real close to my monetizations. That's right. Sounds like he wants to pay you money. Maybe he does. Marcus says, Thea, you got to learn how to cook Caribbean food. Why? I'm not cooking. I got nobody to cook for. I cook for Chewy. I made Chewy some chicken and green beans and carrots. And then I go and get sushi. Go get a seafood boil for myself. That'll last me 3.5 days. Your hair is dope. I like your style. Thank you, Pete Big Chief. White Wolf, hi there. Favorite breed of dog? Chewy. JB says, because I watched a clip of you that you said you identified as a therapist. I like that. Thank you, JB. It's true. I do identify as a therapist. Do you need advice? Chewy is half Sasquatch, half human. How dare you, Brian? Marcus says Chewy is half Caribbean, though. He's British and Mexican. He is a Border Terrier and a Chihuahua. Therefore, he is British and Mexican. JB says, I want you to make it big. Thank you, JB. That's so kind of you. Your donations are appreciated. And so is your support. Chewy, that's right. Chewy is half hamster. Oh, he kind of is. Big Beta says she will, Jay. Thank you. Nicholas says you sound like NYC. That's right. Brooklyn, Nicholas. Brooklyn. 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 Hi, SH. How have you been? I haven't seen you in forever. Chewy, are you the cutest? They asked me what my favorite breed of dog is, and I said you. You don't care. I should say that. Yeah. And now you're fully blocked. Dia would be calling me Big Poppy. Just give me 3 minutes. Absolutely not, Marcus. Get out of here with that. White Wolf says, how does it feel knowing that you're from the same place as Trump? LOL, just kidding. Trump's not from Brooklyn. Trump isn't Puerto Rican and Guatemalan. Skater Boy says, back again, Miss Queen. Welcome back, Skater. Thanks for that information. JB says, does everyone cheat? No. Farish says, this is AI. No one could look this beautiful. Bless your heart, but it's true. I'm real. He's from New York. He's German like me. Love your makeup. Thank you, SH. James Nelson says, have you ever been on Fairly from 96 East? Oh, the ferry? Yes. Trump is from Queens. Gregory says, we're getting married together. Yes. Who? How's it going for real? It's going, skater boy. Trump is from Manhattan. What do you mean? Didn't know that. Brock says, you think you're so cool. No, I don't, Brock, but you do. You said it. Yeah, the ferry. I know what you meant, James Nelson. I have been on that ferry. So, reminder, join my Patreon. Subscribe to Hennessy's OnlyFans in the bio. Go to my Stan store, get an ebook, book a coaching call. If you want content ideas, live streaming ideas, if you want me to audit your social media, help you with some comedy writing, it'll be like a light mentorship with me. And on Patreon, you can enjoy every episode of my award-winning documentary, The Tias, on Patreon, as well as other content, vlogs, stand-up comedy, talk shows, podcasts. I'm being funny because he's rich. Trump actually is from Queens. White Wolf says, didn't mean to start a Trump fax in the chat. It's all right, White Wolf. Dylan B says, I love your Temu hair. Honey, you wish you could get this hair on Temu. If you even tried to look this good, it wouldn't work, okay? You could go to, like, Jennifer Lopez's hairstylist and you wouldn't look this good, please. Do you want me to send you $100? Yes, ASH, I would love that, of course. Send it, then you get both feet. I don't know about that. Marcus says, Tia, I identify as a massage therapist. Let me know when you want me to come over. I hate massages. Matt says, nice wig. It's perfect hair, Matt. White Wolf says, you get that hair from being a foxy Latina. Exactly, White Wolf. Gregory says, you should get this haircut. You look amazing. Thank you. SH says, it's not a wig. It's not, SH. You're right. You are right. Oh, look at this. TikTok emailed me. Claim your coupon on something that you're not going to get in the mail. Get out of here. $150 and I will throw mine in too. There you go. Double the fee. Mystery French speaker likes you a lot, apparently. Oh, Gregory, yes. He's very nice. Who the heck dislikes massages? Me, I hate being touched. Don't touch me. Gross. Get away. I don't like it. That's why I didn't go to WrestleMania this weekend. I'm not dealing with those big crowds. Can't even walk to the bathroom without someone rubbing their crusty, musty, ashy elbows all over me. I'm not interested. You're coming to France? Yes. I am not going to France. I don't have the patience to travel on a plane that long. The only way I'd go to France is if I had a PJ. You sending me on a private jet, Gregory? Brian says, I get deep tissue massages, but those always hurt. I feel like I'm in pain. Tolerance test every time. Yes, I hate it. I'm giving you a massage and you will like it. There you go again, being creepy, Marcus. I don't know what that means, Gregory. What does that mean? MDRR, I don't know. More de rear dialect. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm lost. Hi, Vandalee. Hi, Christoph. Audio is lagging behind at least a second. I don't know. That seems to be a problem for you, honey. I don't understand English. Sorry, Gregory, I don't speak French. Only du fromage. That's about it. Je m'appelle Marisa. Escargot. You know, that's it. My dad really rollerblades. Wow, I got rollerblades in my closet for like 4 years. I've used them once. I don't know how to rollerblade. Interesting, mine is matched perfectly. Might be your connection, Christoph. Oh, here we go again. Tipsy Chat invited you to a paid collaboration. At this point, I feel like this company's a scam because they have emailed me like 20 times and I'm like, send me the info. And then they don't send me the info. They just email me again. It's very annoying. Brian says, so she speaks 3 languages. Wow, I wonder if Titi knows more French than I do Spanish. Maybe. Gregory says, you're a very beautiful person. Thank you, Gregory. White Wolf says, eau de parfum is all I know how to say. Oh, yeah, I know that one too. Eau de parfum. SA says, did you misses me? Marcus says, Thea, you need a massage. I'm an empath. I know these things. Who is emailing you? I'm getting all kinds of emails all the time. The Tipsy team, apparently. Da 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 da. What is Tipsy Chat? An immersive AI role-playing platform where users engage with characters via text, voice, even live video. 130 to 60-second integrated or standalone video. I will do a video to be shared on all platforms for $1,000. Eau de parfum is the concentration of fragrance. Cologne is the weakest, and eau de toilette is next. Her perfume is better, and then you get oud and tinctures and all super. You're so going to be an AI character. Cool. Pretty much, if they agree to my rate. Andrew G says, hey, beautiful. Hi, Andrew. How are you? I'm good. Sunflower, I'm talking about in it. Okay. I don't know what the hell that means. Allah. Allah, Allah. Olaf. Isn't he the snowman from that Frozen movie? He doesn't understand anything you're saying, says Gregory. I don't know what to tell him then. I don't speak French. You don't want to know what that is. I don't. Hi, Desi. Hi, Cordelia. It's a song. Sounds like a terrible song. How's your week so far, Cordelia? Hi, Traumatic from Brooklyn. Have you ever heard about the female robots, almost like real women, if you know what I'm saying? Of course you would be interested in robots that you could do things with, Marcus. I was talking about this when I was talking about how Skynet is currently taking over our real world. And I said it started with the men because the men are dumb. And oh, boobs. Who cares if they're robot boobs? They're boobs. So Skynet is starting with the sex robots. Nobody wants your phone number, Gregory. Get out of here. I definitely want a female robot. I bet you do, Marcus. Can't do that in your waterbed, though. Traumatic says, oh, damn, Brooklyn, is the pizza really as good down there as people say? It is. Cordelia says, just get it into John Travolta dance moves. Wow. What is that about? John Travolta on a Wednesday evening? Where are you going? Waterbed is wild. That's Marcus. White Wolf says, I don't need a robot. We have 17 million Latinas in the US. There you go. There you go. So let's see what else we got. Google Cloud, Whitney and Impact. What? How leadership should think about modern partnerships. Okay. Once marketing and sales mature, many businesses run into limitations for growing revenue dramatically. Doubling the marketing budget doesn't double paid search or social revenue. Doubling the sales team doesn't double sales throughout. What else can drive more revenue outside sales and marketing? Huh. No to modern women. Oh, are you one of those Muslim guys who got like 8 wives and you want them to just wear those blankets all day long? What are you talking about? What the hell, 17 million? Gregory says you're a very beautiful person. Thank you, Gregory. I wish you understood me. Some fine Latinas, you heard. That's right. Hi, KJM. It is my real hair, KJ. Brian says helps if you've got a quality product that sells itself in terms of its pricing and value proposition. Cordelia says just finding this out. How are you doing, Cordelia? It is my real hair. White Wolf says, yes, you heard right. 17 million Latinas. It's beautiful. Thank you, KJ. Oh, a laser hair removal tool. Now that's something I could go. I would collaborate for this freaking laser gun. You know, women got to go through so much. Men, you guys just shave with whatever razor you've had for your whole life. You know, bada bing, bada boom. Women, we got to get hair, nails, feet, skin, makeup, lashes, estheticians, tan, be in shape, go and get, laser hair removal. You go to these freaking places and some guy with a lightsaber comes in and all your hair off. It's too much. Hydro for WhatsApp, Greg. What? 17 million Tinas. I'll pass. Laser hair removal. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying that's a lot of like maintenance that men don't deal with. I'm done talking to him. Like, how am I going to tell him for the 20th time I don't speak French? Brian says men have to trim nails, shave their faces and hair to the right look. Yeah, that's nothing. That's why men love beautiful women. Let's see. Hi, Aaron. We do it right because, okay, I guess so. I'm going to delete that though. No cursing. Brian, we've already said it like 40 times. At this point, I'm convinced he's a troll. Should women shave their underarms if they want to? If they want to, they should. They don't have to. You girls sure put up with us in terms of making yourself beautiful. Exactly. I don't know what that means, stoat. What do you mean, modern women? Can you explain, stoat? I got a song for you. I already know what you're about. You're one of those guys who want to control their wives. You're probably a Muslim. I want to marry a white woman because I want my kids to look like me. It's just a preference, but it doesn't mean I can't walk and have fun. They look good and they like white boys. Some of them like white boys. Orange Sour Patch Kids are the best Sour Patch Kids. Ugh. You're clearly a serial killer, Jim Little. Can be a lot of maintenance for guys who don't keep themselves fresh and together. Not like women. Despicable like Sylvester from Looney Tunes. You're so wonderful. Thank you, Cordelia. Learn how to spell despicable. If a woman has hairy underarms, what would you say? Be honest. I would say gross. I saw a fashion ad. A girl had her armpits hair grown out like little afros and they were dyed green. And it was a high fashion campaign in a big magazine. Women don't actually need to do as much as they do, truly. That's not true. You say that, but if your woman specifically stopped doing the makeup and being cute and stuff, you'd look at her like, what happened? Just how women look at men when they become broke. You're like, what happened? It's like, well, this isn't what we signed up for. It's a mutual thing. Right, Liam? Well, if you're not Islam, then what the hell do you mean by no to modern women, Stout? I want to know what you're talking about. Just means she doesn't give a crap if she doesn't shave, like, whatever. A crap about what? The man's preference? You see? The broke comment was very uncalled for. No, it's true. It's very true. It's not uncalled for. It's the truth. Don't let yourselves go, but the ornamentation gets taken too far often. Save it for the beautiful, elegant nights out and dinner dates. Yeah, you don't have to overdo it. If your GF has hairy pits, she's one step away from. Okay, we're not going to say that, Big Beta. But no, it's true, Marcus. A woman letting herself go, it's like, oh, who's this? I didn't sign up for that. It's the same thing as a man going broke. I didn't sign up for this either. So what do we do? Bye, Gregory. I think your instinct collectively is to overdo, is what I mean. Whose instinct? Women's instinct? But see, that's your definition of overdoing. Natural beauty, boys still want to smash. Clearly, note that. No, yeah, duh. A man will smash a literal man who looks like a woman in Thailand and have no regrets. Wait, I didn't want to delete that. Oh, there it is. Okay. Did it work? Yeah, I just wanted to remove that comment. There it is. Okay. I like hairy pits. I bet, Big Beta. Cordelia says, my neighbor keeps leaving his dog with me. Oh, lucky you. What kind of dog? That's exactly what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing, that men don't care about your standards, make you do much sometimes. Pulled it back just a tad, not hygiene, just the extras. Yeah. Hi, Abdullah. How are you? Definitely not Marcus. Well, we are coming towards the end of my live stream, so make sure you guys have subscribed. Make sure you turn on the bell and the notifications. Make sure you check the link in my bio for all my socials, my Patreon, my fan sites, all of that. You need Jesus, possibly tiny Jesus. Thank you, Big Beta. All right, let's do the end of the live stream poses. Did you get it? 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 Thank you. Thank you, Tyrone. Thank you, Seven. Thank you, Cordelia. Hi, Paul. Get your cameras. That's right. Anyway, if you donated, thank you. If you're still going to donate, feel free. The Cash App's in the bio. Just put your email address in the notes so I can send you your photo, your free Patreon trial, and give you a shout out. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Bye.